From hotspots to hidden gems, this is your guide to all things local the LA Unscripted way from Lucia, LA. Creole rice fritters, Haitian Wagyu tasso, okra martinis. This is Caribbean cuisine elevated. Welcome to LA Unscripted, everyone. I'm Dana Devin, and we are in love with Lucia, the upscale Afro-Caribbean hotspot on Fairfax Boulevard that foodies and scene setters can't stop talking about. Joining me today is Jasmine Simpkins. What do you think?
Oh my God, Dana, I am so excited. This place is beautiful. I've had my eye on it for a while, and I think it's the perfect place to celebrate Black History Month. But we've got a lot of local businesses to spotlight in the next 30 minutes. So shall we start filling those island bars?
We're some island girls. Okay, I am ready to let loose and live the Lucia life.
This concept was brought about from years of traveling around the Caribbean, years of different culinary and experiences I've had around the world, and I wanted to bring it all together into a spot in LA. So if you look around, all of the design aspects of it are drawn from Caribbean inspiration, but done in a very glamorous, very old school Hollywood, very showstopper kind of way. When you look at some of our booths, the shell booths, those are inspired by seashells. When you look at the design above the bar, some people think of it as a shipwreck.
This is good.
Oh my gosh, the coconut milk with the sweet.
Lucia is originally derived from the island St. Lucia, which we draw some inspiration from in our menu. But then also, Lucia is the Greek word for light. And so we're talking about shining light on a cuisine that isn't really talked about here in LA.
This here is patalon. Just think lasagna. Plantains,
Okay.
that's just kind of been layered.
Wow. Oh, it's like really saucy. It's got like deep flavor.
And then the next dish is cuckoo. This is basically kind of like a play on a dish from Barbados. Essentially polenta that's just been cooked down with some aromatic spices, green seasoning, and with coconut milk.
I have never had anybody make some polenta like this. Now this right here slaps. This is so good. Oh my God. What?
This is Haitian tasso. Usually you'll see it as either beef or goat. So we just take short rib, braise it in citrus, take it out, press it, and then we shape it into these portion size.
So tender, so delicious. There's so much flavor in this tiny bite.
Lucia's a night out. We want to be something exciting for people to look forward to. It's not your run-of-the-mill restaurant that is just for the food. We're here for the whole experience. So we have a DJ every night. The DJ comes on at 8. So if you come in for the earlier dining experience, it's a little bit more quiet. But because the Caribbean is about energy, there's DJs, there's music, there's people dancing, there's people singing, and this is like what we want to bring to LA.
Why did you choose this space?
So when I first moved to LA in 2016, Fairfax was like the spot to be. There was pop-up shops everywhere, all the restaurants were busy, all the stores were full. And then just because of the pandemic, the street really kind of, had a hard time. So we want to be a part of bringing it back.
I have to say, from the decor, the vibes, the lighting, amazing food. I mean, it is cheers.
Cheers.
To Lucia, LA. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Can
much.
we come back next week?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm coming back. I'm taking a doggy bag home. Oh my God, that was so good.
I just finished and I want to start eating all over again. All right, we'll have much more from Lucia a little later in the show, but now let's continue our celebration with another small biz.
In 2003, Odessa Bodensier opened her first brick and mortar right here on Crenshaw. But after an unexpected fire and losing it all, she's back with a new brand, showing love to LA natives just like her.
LA Native is a brand that I built based off of doom scrolling on the internet. There was a big, huge transplant versus native, and I was like, you probably don't even know a LA native. There's a website, Suburban LA, shout out to them, and they kept the conversation going, and I was like, let me make this shirt. Once it just started taking off, and a couple of influencers, LA in a Minute, Wealthy Jeb, like just blew the brand up, and so I said, you know what, we need to get outside. You don't come to LA to live inside, you come to LA to bask in the sun, so I decided to open up a brick and mortar.
LA Native, what do you offer? What are the pieces?
So we have men's and women's unisex jerseys, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and we also have transplant. We have transplant for the ones that came and stayed and loved it, and we have some pieces that, for instance, people don't know the bird of paradise is our official flower of Los Angeles. So we kind of want it to be almost a souvenir shop so that you can pick up something and take a little piece of LA home with you. So we are in the Mert Park where there's a huge renaissance going on that I wanted to be a part of. I grew up in Los Angeles, West LA, Mid-City area, the Pico Fairfax area. In 2003, I opened my first freestanding brick and mortar on 48th and Crenshaw. We were all going to Melrose at the time, and we weren't getting the best service, just to be honest. And I said, I'm going to open up Nobody Jones Boutique, keeping up with the Joneses at a price nobody can afford. I was known for the pieces that I was making, which were the dresses, separates, and jumpsuits. And they were all one size, stretchy, amazing quality, and high fashion inspired. We were celebrating our 10-year anniversary, and we had our last fashion show. And something just said like, oh, this is gonna be the last. I was very emotional. That Christmas, we get a phone call saying, the store's on fire. And we're like, you know what? I didn't really cry so much because I was like, okay, Lord, I know, you know, you lit a little fire under my butt. I must have needed to move. But there was a man who used to stand on Crenshaw every Sunday, and he had this sign, and that made me cry because that was the love that I was losing from the community.
Does it feel like a homecoming, like you come back to the neighborhood now?
It definitely does. It feels like a homecoming, and it feels like I came back right at the right time. It feels amazing. It feels like community and unity. I've been vendoring all over the city and just getting people's stories and the love for LA. It was like, it just seemed like the perfect timing.
Oh, I just love supporting local businesses.
And you do such a good job of it. And what will you do to honor Black History Month? DM us your local ideas and tag us in any pics. Now let's see where our Olivia De Bortoli is exploring.
This photo is amazing. We are standing in this spot, but this was 1928, right?
Yes, it is. This is how the museum looked in 28. They got here in 1924. And so you can see their firefighting equipment. They had a hook and ladder truck here where the guy steers the back to Tillerman. And there's 2 engines right here. This is a crew of the A shift. All 13 of the guys here. The African American Firefighting Museum is housed in old fire station number 30, which was one of 2 segregated fire stations in Los Angeles between 1924 and 1955. The station was built in 1913, so it's over 100 years old. It's also a local and national historic landmark. And it's one of the first freestanding African American firefighting museums in the nation. So we've been here since 1997, and it's strictly volunteer and donation driven. And we house the artifacts of the pioneering Black firefighters of the 50s that went through the integration of the fire department, and also those that came before them. And so this is a location where we celebrate that achievement of integrating the fire service, of showing how diversity does work, and perseverance. And so it's a storied museum. It's more of a story. We're not so much a firefighting museum. We have an antique apparatus down below and hose wagon, and that's good, but it's more of the story of the humanistic standpoint of perseverance that these men had to endure and hang in there to integrate and show that they were just as worthy as their counterparts to be firefighters serving the city and county of Los Angeles.
One of my favorite things in this museum is all of the old photos. They are just so cool, and you could tell they tell such a story.
They do. Now this picture right here is interesting, taken in 1929. Now if you notice across the street from us is the old Coca-Cola bottling company. Well, every day the rookie had to go across the street and he was given a case of Cokes. In those days, the crates were made of wood and all the bottles were made of glass. And you better not drop any bottles navigating the streetcar and all the traffic. And so here are the guys drinking their Cokes in front of the station. Most people don't know this, and I didn't know it till I went to Chicago, Illinois. So in Chicago, the pole comes from there. In 1878, a little before that, there was an all-black crew at Engine 21 in downtown Chicago. One of their firefighters actually slid down a binding pole they used for storing hay. And when they did that, they go, hey, we got something here. So it was invented by black firefighters in Chicago. This is LA history. This is part of LA's African American history, which is also Los Angeles history. I mean, we're talking about over 132 years of service. Because when people think about black firefighters, if you ask the question, when do you think the first black firefighter was hired? Most people say, oh, the 60s or maybe the 50s, maybe the 70s. Well, nah, try 1892. They're like, what? Oh yeah, and there were two guys in the 1890s. So people didn't know that. And so there's so many stories, and stories of joy and triumph and perseverance, and we want them to come learn about that.
And LA Unscripted has just started to celebrate Black History Month. We still have much more from Lucia on Fairfax right after the break. Welcome back to LA Unscripted celebration of Black History Month at Lucia on Fairfax. I'm Dana Devin, joined by Jasmine Simpkins.
Hey Dana, did you know the origins of Black History Month date back to 1915? And it first began as just 1 week of observation before evolving into a month-long celebration in the 1960s.
I love that we have a show like this that allows us to support our neighbors, not just for this month, but all year round, because places like Lucia deserve a spotlight.
So you're doing something special for Black History Month. Talk about some of the dishes you guys are rolling out.
It's basically kind of like looking at all of the 4 regions of the African diaspora as a whole. So that's like the Afro-Latino part, the Caribbean, obviously Black America here in the United States, and then Africa as in itself. Take those 4 regions. I've created like 4 dishes that would be served like a la carte each week.
Community and good food is always a winning recipe.
And now let me introduce you to another power player from Lucia who's making his mark in Hollywood. I'm usually not that late to the party, but you guys have a hard guest list. Who do I call?
It's tricky. You can call me now.
I can.
Now we're friends.
So you are the creative director here at Lucia. What is the creative director of a restaurant? I love this.
It's not that complicated of a title, but it's basically everything you can think of. Like, it's the music curation, it's the vibe curation, it's the sort of flow of people that come in, and also like the voice and language of the brand. What do the servers dress like? How do they interact with the guests? How do the hosts interact with the guests? Where are we seating certain people? How are we creating experiences? And just, we're storytelling within the restaurant every night.
And Sam are friends from
childhood? Goodness. We are childhood friends, yes. Not too long ago, he has a background in hospitality and restaurant and building sort of hotels, and these experiences has always been a focus of his. And me, I've always been into brand building. When this opportunity came about, he basically told me his vision, and I'm very selective of the things I attach myself to, but I just believed in him and what he was creating so much, and I knew based on what I do that I could help elevate it to where it needed to be. My background is in fashion, it's in music. So like you said, I work with Mariah Carey, I work with Selena Gomez, I worked for Rihanna for like 4 years at Fenty. So we did Fenty Beauty, we did Savage. Part of that time was me basically cultivating my skills, but also developing my own POV. For me, I always want to leave people to feel something. And I apply that to every project I work on. So when you look at a Mariah Carey music video or her album packaging, you'll see the intention that the team and I put into it, and you feel something. Same energy I apply to the restaurant. The fact that we have the opportunity to give people a story every time they come in here is extremely important for us and for others in our community.
Big moves and important stories. Black History Month was created to bring attention to all of the incredible contributions African Americans have made.
And LAU is honored to celebrate the month here at Lucia, but we have so much more to come, so don't go anywhere.
Step into the world of past lives and ancient cultures here at the California Science Center with Mummies of the World, the exhibition, with over 30 human and animal mummies.
Mummies provide biological and physical evidence of past people and past cultures. And in that sense, people can really learn about human history. Mummies of the World is a special exhibition here at the California Science Center. And on display, we have over 30 animal and human mummies from South America, from Europe, and from ancient Egypt. We also have burial objects as well as CT scans from 9 of the full body mummies that allow us to go beneath the surface. When people, plants, and animals die, they are naturally decomposed by microbes and by bacteria and fungus. So natural mummification is basically halting that decomposition process. And that's done either in very cold, freeze-dried climates, or very dry climates, or sometimes in bogs that have sort of an acid, low oxygen content. Now, intentional mummification is mummification by humans for cultural purposes. So we have both of those types of mummies on display.
I love this one right here because you kind of see the outside of it as well as the inside, right?
That's right, that's right. And this is one of my favorite pieces, and what I like about it is that, you know, it has been explored and written about, but I'll tell you, we just were able to do a CT scan of this 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, we got a CT scan that is discovering possible surgery to this mummy. That would have been the only known case of surgery being done to a mummy to alleviate back pain.
This guy has a different type of mummification, right?
This is a bundle mummy from about the 14th century in the Andean region of Peru. And what I like about this is when you first see this mummy, you think that somebody just stuffed this person in this basket with no regard whatsoever. But that's really far from the truth. This mummy was really revered and was treated with great respect. Science learning has been proven to be most powerful when you stir the emotions, and that helps you remember things. And so because this exhibit, you not only learn about the science of mummies, but you learn to care about the mummies. You care about them as people. So it really creates a vivid memory of a very powerful learning experience.
It's Black History Month, and LA Unscripted is highlighting SoCal spots to honor this meaningful time.
There are so many ways to support, and this February, we encourage you to think big and shop small. After studying urban agriculture in college, Olympia Ossett was inspired to end the food desert in her own neighborhood.
Supermarket is a low-cost organic grocery that makes it easy and affordable for people to eat well in food desert. We have a cornucopia of delicious, healthy foods. Everything's organic, everything's vegan, and a lot of our produce section is locally grown. We have a whole section dedicated to ethnic seasonings and foods and things like that. We have a really beautiful bulk room that has herbs, grains, nuts, and fresh teas and spices and things like that. And the great thing about the bulk room is you get the amount you need. Everything in here is sustainable, so it helps people save money, and it's a great introduction to a healthy lifestyle. We have a lot of really amazing little, it's like a treasure, hunt. Like every time you come, like you'll find something new and exciting. A food desert is a place where it's really difficult to find fresh food, where you have to drive 2 miles or more to get healthy food. I decided to open up Supermarket just out of personal necessity. I was traveling like 2 hours by bus every time I needed fresh food, and it was really a struggle living in this area. We're right near Crenshaw and Slauson Avenue. We're in South Central. This particular location has cultural significance and historical significance because this used to be Mr. Wisdom's. For the longest time, for like 30 years, it was one of the only places in the area where you could go to get like a wheatgrass shot or a veggie burger, etc. We found out that it closed, and that's when we actually launched a campaign called the Keep Sauce and Fresh campaign. So it was a community-funded campaign to actually allow us to get this building after it closed. We raised the funds to be able to do that, and then in June of 2024, we were able to open our doors to the community, and we had like a big event, shut the street down and everything like that, and it was really wonderful. So welcome to our juice bar. We have juices, smoothies, salads, and everything's organic.
So you have a great patio in the front and then a garden in the back.
Yes.
So you guys are growing food here too?
Yeah, what? So we're doing all the things. Like we're so much more than a grocery store, hit supermarket. Yoga, wellness, cooking classes, canning, things like that. We want to be able to teach the community, offer fitness classes and things like that, and just let it be space where people can gather and meet each other and just like enjoy each other's company and things like that. We're more than just a market. I tell people all the time, we're more than just a grocery store. We're a community space. Like we care about health, education, and just all around support for people and their wellness. You have to come see for yourself everything that we have in store.
Preserving culture, cultivating community, and enjoying really, really good food, that's just a small way we can all honor Black History Month.
And remember, it's important to look back in order to move forward. Thank you to Lucia LA for letting us go off script and providing such a beautiful experience. Where will we be next? You never know. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Mwah!